Good morning. Good morning. Monday, 12/15, December 15th, and it's unbelievable. We are already halfway through the last month of the year, and we are on our Swiss Gold Global Network Marketing training video. And I am solo today because Paul is not going to be able to join us. Sorry about starting 5 minutes late. I decided it would be a good idea this morning to drive to my office and do this hangout from my office, and left my home about 7:10 for what should normally be a 20-minute car ride, which turned into a little over 52 minutes. And I actually walked in the door at about 8:03, and it takes a few minutes to get the computer turned on and get these hangouts set up. And so totally prepared to talk about napkin presentation number 2. As those of you who've been following Paul and I on these hangouts know that we've been going over the Own Your Life Plan book. And I apologize, we're going to be on a little bit of a rough start this morning as I get prepared. I was actually planning on being to the office about 20 minutes earlier than I got here so that I can get a few things ready for this morning's hangout. But that's okay. We correct and we continue and we move forward, and we're just going to jump right into it. So let me go over here real quick and go into my bag so I can pull out my notes for today. And again, I apologize about being a little bit tardy, because how you do anything is how you do everything. And it's best to be in a habit at all costs of being on time and planning on being early. But there are some circumstances that are beyond your control, which can force you to be late. But if you're in the habit of showing up on time and leaving early when you've got an appointment, such as I did this morning, you know, a 30-minute car ride turned into almost an hour, which is ridiculous, but I digress. We're going to be talking today a little bit further about the Own Your Life Plan book. And specifically, we have gotten into chapter 3 of the book, which is napkin presentation number 2. Which is all about the salesperson failure syndrome. And just to explain a little bit about what that means, to reiterate what we talked about and went over on Friday, is in building a network marketing business, a successful network marketing business, we are in the business of teaching and training more so than going out and closing a whole bunch of sales. You know, we talked about when we showed napkin presentation number 1, the power of numbers and utilizing leverage and working with only 5 people at a time. And the salesperson syndrome is the idea that I need to go out and introduce my product or my service to 100+ people in order to make a lot of money and constantly bring new people in to the organization. And as we pointed out several times, that is actually the complete wrong way of building your network marketing business. The way you want to build your network marketing organization is you want to work with a select handful of people that we refer to them as gold ships, and teach and train them to find each one of your 5 people to go out and find 5 people each, and teach and train those 5 people to go out and find 5 people each. And you work intimately with your downline so you build a powerful, strong, loyal organization. So I'm going to show you right now the napkin presentation number 2. I just got to get a couple pieces of paper, so give me 1 second and I'll be right back. All right, again, I apologize. I see someone just joined in, so I don't know if you heard me just talking about. I had off to a little bit of a rough start this morning. I was stuck in some traffic beyond my control and arrived to my office 5 minutes after the hour rather than 20 minutes early to prepare to get started. But napkin presentation, can everyone see this piece of paper up here? Excellent. Napkin presentation number 2. In your network marketing business, this is you up here. Okay? Oh, no, it doesn't look like you could see that. Let me adjust my bandwidth, and maybe I can get a little bit clearer of a picture here. All right, excellent. I hope that my internet connection can keep up with going into high def. So let me see here. Still can't see it. All right. Well, I'll have to just hold the paper up like this. So here we go. This is napkin presentation number 2. And basically, this is to show you how to build a powerful organization and avoid the salesperson failure syndrome that I discussed earlier. So the point of building a strong organization is that you are going to sponsor, let's call him Tom. So there's you, and your job is to teach Tom how to teach Carol to sponsor, let's say, Betty. All right. There we go. This is so simple. We're in the business of teaching and training. So your job as in building your network marketing organization is that you are going to teach Tom, the person you're sponsoring in the business, how to teach Carol to sponsor Betty. And the reason that we don't go wide and bring 100 people on board is that we can't work closely with 100 people to teach them our system and our process. However, we can work with 5 people and do this model. So I am going to teach Tom how to teach Carol to sponsor Betty. Once you've completed this process, you can now consider yourself in network marketing to have been duplicated through Tom, you see, because it's teaching and training. And that is the simplicity of napkin presentation number 2, is that you're in network marketing, you are going to teach Tom how to teach Carol to sponsor Betty. Once you complete those steps, you actually will have created the first leg and duplicated yourself through Tom, your first leg of your network marketing organization. Because now Tom, since you've taught him how to teach Carol to sponsor, now his job is to teach Carol how to teach Betty to sponsor. And now you are now removed from the equation, and you can be, and that's why we work with only 5 people at a time, because it's easy to work with 5 people to duplicate this process. All right, I'm going to draw out some. I apologize. I was hoping to have all these papers set up and have my camera, have set up this camera to show you these presentations and not in this haphazard way. So again, I apologize. I'm going to draw out another part of the napkin presentation real quick, and then I'll show it to the camera. And this is about the bottom line. So let's say you go out and you sponsor let's put some numbers to the salesperson approach here, okay? This is you. And if you've got the salesman syndrome, you're going out and you're sponsoring all these people, right? And if you sponsor 130 people and they each sponsor 5, 650, you have an organization of 780. But in order to do that, you have to go out and sponsor 130 people. Most of us don't know 130 people that we can sponsor an organization. I would say this would take a very long time for you to go out and find 130 people. Not only that, but you are not going to have a strong organization because there's no way that you can be a leader and work closely in developing those 130 people to be effective in their network marketing business. But with the napkin presentation number one that we went over last week, when you find 5 people and train them to find 5 people, to train those people to find 5 people, you can actually, through just working with 5 people, you can have an organization of 780 people simply by following this model right here, where you teach Tom how to teach Carol to sponsor Betty. That's simple. And that basically is napkin presentation number 2. And I just want to point out a few things here today because we've got about 2 minutes before I've got to wrap this up, is that on Wednesday, Paul will be back. We're going to get into the next chapter of the Own Your Life Plan book, which is chapter 4, which is napkin presentation number 3. And that's all about getting in, getting started, and sharing the products and building momentum in your network marketing business. And so far, just to kind of reiterate what we've gone over here in the last couple of weeks, we're going over the Own Your Life Plan book. So those of you who are just joining are new to the network marketing business and new to Swiss Go Global, you're going to want to pick yourself up a copy of this book right here, Don Falia's Own Your Life Plan. At least start by reading the first 4 chapters, because by Wednesday we'll have gone over the first 4 chapters, and I'm sure that on Friday we'll probably reiterate those first 4 chapters. Now, you can download for free the first 4 chapters of the Own Your Life Plan book at ownyourlifeplan.com. Go there, read the first 4 chapters. And also, we had asked everybody that's participating to start building a list of people, maybe 5 people minimum, but try to come up with a list of 20 people that you know and that you would love to be able to call up out of the blue and invite on a vacation. And you would love for these people to be able to tell you, yes, I can go on vacation with you. So read the first 4 chapters of Own Your Life Plan. We're going to go through chapter 4 on Wednesday, which is napkin presentation number 3. And if you haven't done so yet, we're going to get more into why we're building this list. But start putting together a list of family, list of friends that you can call up, that you would love to be able to call up and invite on a vacation. And have that list ready for Wednesday, because we're going to go over napkin presentation number 3, and we're going to talk more about what to do with that list. And I'm right at the 8:20, so I'm going to end this today. And again, I apologize about the late start and kind of rushing through. But we're going to ask the universe, not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to us at birth, through the power to control and direct our own minds to whatever ends we may desire. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday.